All right, so that's all I want to do here. That's all I want to do in Sword Coast. Because all I want to do in Sword Coast is have some fun. It's just song reference day, folks. So now I'm going to go to Tomb Annihilation. Looks like you decided to visit a new campaign. Your party will be blessed by a different deity in every campaign. So you'll have to start earning favor with them from scratch. Yes, make sure you check what blessings this deity provides to your party. So you can be sure to take. You can be sure you've set your formation up to take advantage. Okay, that's good information. Hop in. Ring of Regeneration, Area 50. Let's go. I've got a new response to my support ticket. Okay. Yep. Taylor's passing that along. All right. I don't have a save formation here, so I'm gonna. This is a whole different formation. Now we're running a triangle setup. A flying V. We're gonna be the Mighty Ducks now. in the flying V. This tells me I have something to collect, but I don't. That pop-up is weird. Pop-up is weird. Give me that. Give me that bird. So I'm back to one step at a time, unfortunately. And I don't... Oh, man, just shy of the money I need to up my click damage to level 2. All right. But we're starting over. All that progress we lost, but we didn't. Oh, this is a good reminder. Hold on, I need to go over here. This is what I was going to do. Even though this is going to pop up a warning, I'm still going to say yes. Because I want all these gems now. I'm not in Torm, so I don't mind that I hurt my Torm favor a little bit. I'm not there. I'm over here. And I want more gems. Because gems are truly, truly outrageous. Am I wrong for hating Mahen? Yes. You know, this felt super funny to me unless they changed him in the last. Mahen is, I mean, Mahen has his uses. We're in an ad break. Mahen is, one of my favorite champions in the game. Is that where I want her? Hold on. I really wish this would always show the circles. Put her. No, we're going to want her here. Yes. Okay. Tale of Two Champions. It was the best of time gates. It was the worst of time gates. Alright, I'm back from the break. I just started Waterdeep, and this is always the worst part when you can't afford all your bench seats for one mob. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I can't afford them all even anyway, but the worst part for me is now it's like I gotta start over with favor. I don't have the goal to just quickly get through this anymore. It isn't a problem later on, but as a new player, it's a problem, but yeah. Ads right when I responded to that. I said, am I wrong to dislike Mahen? Yes, just generally speaking, because Mahen is a wonderful father. He's a little finicky in the game, but he's a wonderful dad. Mahen, best dad. Number one dad. Do blessings work in different zones? So if it's a global blessing, these ones that are on the right hand side, yes, that's a quality of life thing. They need to put local here, global here, so people understand. But this thing that says applies to all campaigns should let you know it's everything. These are just for in Grand Tour. But this double damage and this gem hunter applies everywhere. So I wanted to pick this up as I was leaving Sword Coast. I wanted to pick this up so that I can now get more gems everywhere. And by the time I go back to do more Sword Coast, I'll have enough. I'll have more power than I had before. Just generally, I call it account power. I'll have more account power overall. And it'll be fine that I'm losing, that I lost some favor. I won't even notice it. But for right now, what I'm noticing is that I don't have a lot of ability to click through this real quickly. Benwin the daddy dwarf? No, but Brunor is the dwarven daddy. Brunor is literally Catti-brie and Wulfgar's adopted dad. Brunor and Mahen would get along great because they both adopted 2 kids that are not their race and were great dads to them. But Mahen has the ability to pull in both Havilar and Farida. Anywhere Mahen goes, his girls can go too. And that can be great for really restrictive variants. How much favor is good to have? All of it? It's a very... I don't understand what you're trying to do. So, I mean, generally speaking, all of it. But that's not a helpful answer, right? Like, you want as much as you can get. Like, ideally, enough for me to buy all of this, which means E21 favor would have gotten me probably gotten me all or most of the Sword Coast blessings. But that's an unrealistic goal as a new player. Just depends. I don't know. Depends on the context. What are you trying to do? Like, every campaign is going to need a different amount of favor to max out their blessings. That's one reason that you're going to want a lot of favor for. Anything over E20 usually allows you to soft cap your champions fairly easily in an adventure. Like by the time you get to the hard boss, usually E20 is enough. If you can get more than that, fine. I would probably like more than that by the time I get to unlock Dragonbait in here in Tomb of Annihilation. But will I have more than that? I don't know. But there's a certain point where favor isn't helpful for anything. Favor isn't even like if you've maxed your blessings, favor doesn't help you do much more in terms of power. Even when you get to Baldur's Gate, you won't even be able to max your blessings. Your champions are going to be a soft cap. Getting more favor isn't going to let you push further. You have to find power somewhere else. You have to find more of that account power somewhere else. Just to even max your blessings out. So, your relationship, like the power to favor relationship changes as you go further, as you go further into the game because the campaigns go down. Yeah. Well, in Maxi Cuber, that even changes. It's just, I don't know that it's first or second or third or any. It's just, these are the things that favor does. Item level can help with more power, but it isn't even the end all be all. So I have a guide called Progression 101, and in there I talk about the different things that can help you progress through the game. I call them pillars of power. That's not what the devs, the devs don't have a term for this, but it's just what I coined to try to explain it to people. So you have favor. Favor helps you 2 ways. One is leveling up your champions in a run, and 2 is the blessings, right? Early on, those are the only 2 things favor does for you. And when it stops doing those things for you, when it can't get you more levels and it can't get you more blessings, favor then doesn't help you with power. The next one are perks from patrons. Another one is perks from patrons. You're getting like upping your rarity on your gear can help. Upping your item levels on your gear can help. Gear in general, like those basic things for gear can help. Now hold on. It's gar _ guides to match the CNE's bot command. So your gear is one part of it. Then you've got your Modron core. So hold on. So favor, gear. Technically, unlocking more champions can help. Patron perks, your Modron core, legendary effects. And then under gear, I just kind of include your rarity, your item levels, your gilding, and any pigments. That's all the same thing. That's all in that to me. That's all part of upping your gear. But legendary effects are kind of their own thing because they have their own. The legendary effects bring favor back into the requirement. Yeah. So there's early on favor is really good. And then it, helping you get power, and then it just kind of does this, and you still want to keep doing this, and you need to do that with other things. Achievements aren't that big of a deal, in all honesty. Like it might feel like, wow, I've got some and it's 94% damage, but like I'm at max. I have all the achievements on my main account. I think it's an EO6 boost. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take it. I'm not going to say no to it. But it's really not. It's not that big of a deal. It kind of falls off in its contribution the same way item levels do, but item levels will help on. This is where mathematically overpowered champions coming in, and why I say picking up other champions can help. When you get a mop champion, item levels forever help make that one. Keep that one just straight increasing power as you get more item levels. So when you say soft cap on champions, are you meaning when they run out of upgrades? Yeah, that's the soft cap. Yeah. I explain that. I think we explained that in the Blacksmithing 101 guide. It's probably going to be in the Terminology 101 guide as well. Didn't we put soft cap in there? A lot of these guides are out already. Soft cap is in Terminology, but we haven't finished that one yet. That one's on pause, not unlike Seasons. Except I haven't sent it up. I haven't sent it to live on a farm yet. Putting 8K patron chests? Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess on my main account that that would generate a lot of bounty contracts if I wanted to just go wild with it, but I don't know that I do. Yeah, by the time you can complete all achievements, this is the thing. By the time you can complete all the achievements in the game, the bonus from achievements is negligible. The bonus you're getting from all that work is like, Oh, no worries, Strality. Again, that's a newer guide. The Blacksmithing Contracts is a newer guide, so I don't expect everybody to know that one. But I'm pretty sure we talked about... Oh, no, wait. No, Blacksmithing Contracts, we talked about soft cap. I'm getting... So there's two different types of soft caps. We talked about item caps. We didn't even talk about soft cap. I'm mixing up things. Where did we talk about soft caps? Is it just Terminology 101? Might have just... Sorry, I might be getting ahead of myself. It may be Terminology 101, so you're fine. Regardless, you'd be fine anyway. Oh, I didn't get... Treasure chest collector. Open 250 treasure chests. And a green for Dritz. Good. Good. And now, because I have Dritz, I can now I can go back to buying silver chests again. That's still the most. That becomes efficient for me again because Dritz needs his gear. Boom! 2 of them are greens. What a great run! What a great run! I'm so happy for me right now. I feel so happy for me right now. All right, I want Calliope in the middle. Reasons. New guide idea. Headwear of the Forgotten Realm. A guide to caps. I feel like that would be misleading. When you get to soft cap, you can still get more power if you put in some levels into your DPS. It's 1% per level. It's that may sound like a lot. It's not. And it only really matters, even if you have lots of extra favor, you can generate power equivalent to an upgrade or 2 or 3 or 4. It's not the same as what you would get if they just raised the soft cap, right? If they added more upgrades. So it's, you know, it's something to keep in mind if you're at the boss in a variant and you just need a little more damage, it might get you there. You're at soft cap, it might get you there, but it's not going to give you a lot. Now in the 7 levels of Baldur's Gates, who's going to get 524 million flow in a Modron core? I mean, if you're talking about the achievements, I have that achievement. That's the supercharge. That's the is that the final supercharging achievement? I think it is. Yeah, I got there. You can only do it in the in 2 cores right now. In the dexterous and the unaffiliated cores. It's not even something you would remotely even attempt early on. Supercharging isn't something you should remotely attempt early on. But yeah, on my main, I have a dexterous and unaffiliated core that are both fully supercharged. Have layouts that are fully supercharged. So yeah, totally possible. Totally possible. Mm-hmm. How do you get all those parts? Playing consistently over a long period of time. And every week I buy my patron chest, my Modron chest from the patron. That's it. Every week you spend your allowance on Modron chests. And most of the time you're disappointed with what you get, but eventually, every now and then, you get something nice. The Heroic core can be fully supercharged too? Okay. I guess I didn't know that, and I'm going to just say it's because I don't find it a useful core. But that's just me. It's good to know. I might have to try that sometime. That is a good challenge. If that's possible, then I'll have to see if I can do it. I enjoyed the challenge of trying to figure out how to do that on my dexterous and unaffiliated by myself without using anyone's stuff. To me, that's the fun part of the puzzles in the game. Yeah, a lot of the times I just forget that the Heroic core exists, to be quite frank. It's just back there, a level 1 or level whatever automating. Oh, it's just a white pipe automating in the background. All of them are level 15, but it's white pipe automating a background party. Is there an Avernus adventure that is ideal to push favor on? I usually use whatever the first adventure is for the most part early on. That tends to be the easiest one, whatever the first adventure in a campaign is. Until you get to Icewind Dale, the first one there just smacks you upside the head, but I think the first one in Avernus is for Baldur's Gate is fine too. Okay. Gotta go back to killing with champions now. Or gotta start killing with champions, I should say. Oh, I'm like, what kind did my dreads get? Let's go over here and look. So three out of 6 greens is not bad. From just the first few chaps opening. The quicker I can get these last 3 greens, the quicker I can open up those gold chests he has. That's nice. Did we get any? We didn't get anything else. That's right. Yeah. Has I see used any of the Arete champions? No. No. I haven't even heard anything. I haven't heard them talking about anything like that either, so I don't know. The only thing we know currently that are coming in terms of affiliated champions are, Gale still needs to be delivered for the Baldur's Gate crew, and the rest of the Saturday morning squad needs to arrive. So, yeah. Have I been using Electrum chests? Yeah, every chance I get. Once Dritzt is up to all green or better, I'll still probably... Well, no, I'll hold on to him for the event champions at that point. But it would be okay to still use them. Once you're blue or better, you can just hold Electrum chests. Once you're blue or better on all your champions, you can hold Electrum chests for events. That is not the case here on this account. So, whatever chance I can get to get my champions into blue gear, I need to take. Because blues are good upgrades for people. Yeah, Gale's the type of character that always needs a hand getting into a game. So the worst 8K chests in the world? Why? Did you get fewer than 8 shinies? That's really the only thing I'd be looking for out of patron chests. Oh, you only got 2 shinies? Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's that lack of a pity timer. On your gearless. It's exactly where you opened them, Lurking Rider. How did you know? Now, while our goal here is 50, we need favor in this new campaign. So I would like to push. I would like to push. Unfortunately, we might run out of time. We got a good number. Oh, there's only 1 gold find potion, so we only have support for 1 good deep push for favor. We're going to want to hold on to that for a little while. We don't want to use that too early. Definitely going to want one around by the time we get to Dragon Bait's unlock. You see how things heating up over on the Discord? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple comments in there. I'm like, yep. Yep. Not as much commentary over there as I expected at this point, but it is still early. All right, we're continuing to go right spec for Natalie. That's her tanking spec. That's all I'll ever use for her. As long as she's, it's all I'll ever use for her as long as she's in the game as a tank. But I don't see any reason I would be changing that anytime soon. So, her left spec, not great. She doesn't get a lot of the health. Like, it doesn't explain to you in this specialization choice that not only is she getting some more health right then, but that also gets her more health along the way and gets her health share that keeps your team alive. Like, there's no explanation of that. It's just something you got to know. Something you got to know. If you go left, she's really just a buffer. She's a paper thin tank that has some better buffs. Yeah, I kind of heard about that, Lurking Rhino. I think I heard about that yesterday. Did I turn on show advanced settings? Yes. That was your first 3 weeks of playing. I had no idea I had to choose right spec to stop my team from getting one shot by fallen meters. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem with Nayeli that she doesn't communicate what she's like, what the purpose of that specialization is for. Because it literally just says increases her health by 70. So you're like, why would I want that when I could double my buffing, right? It's leaving out so much from her future upgrades. Now we get another champion in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put Minsk in. And we'll be in, while we're in Tomb, his specialization will be undead, right? So his favorite foes will be undead, because that's going to give us most likely the best option. The more there's a lot of undead in Tomb of Annihilation. Some adventures may be different from others, but generally speaking, undead is going to help us out here. I think there's a couple of where beasts might be the better choice, but you know, how many potions of specialization? We're up to 3 potions of specialization. Nice. Nice. I do have a lot of well, not a lot. I've got actually this is a good amount of blacksmithing contracts available. So what do we got here? 18 times 6 is 108. I think. Burden amplitude 98, so there's 206. 215 item levels worth. So that would get us so that collection quest, but I don't care about that. What I really want is 2,000 item levels for Mert. It doesn't get us anywhere near that, so I'm not going to use them. And I wouldn't want to use them on these champions anyway. I want to wait and pick up either Briv or Human. This event most likely is going to give me Briv. Briv, and then Briv will become my target for all of my blacksmithing contracts. And he'll also become my primary tank going forward. I see right, you have 8 time gate pieces. Yeah, so when this account got reset, for some reason it glitched when I logged in. It granted me 3 time gate pieces because the season, for something, I don't know, season was still going. And then when I logged in to start my run, it glitched and it gave me 3 more. Technically, I should only have 2. But I'm kind of treating that as, as starting during a giveaway, which is when a lot of new players start. As your only tank option at the start of the game, I feel like it should be an easy, important text change to make. Me too, but it hasn't been a priority for them, clearly. Fortnite and Zaru has the most humanoids of any adventure. Interesting. Like I said, but there are going to be exceptions, but Tomb Annihilation, lots of undead. Lots of undead. Really is just a multiplier for the number of areas he was in, right? Yes. Yes. It has nothing to do with how much favor was or gold was earned during that time. It's just the number of areas while he was in. And we're on an ad break. Wait. Oh, because we did a free plan. Nice. Okay. It's like, where'd that come from? That's where I'm going to go next. Part of me almost clicked complete. That would have been unfortunate. It wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but... So there's 2 different ways you can approach starting a new campaign. You can do what I'm doing, where I'm just pushing deeper to get as much kind of favor as I can on my first run. Or you can just get to the completion area, complete it, and then use the second adventure as your deep run, while having a multiplier of around 150 favor. Either way, it's a little harder on me. I'm not using potions here, so it's a little harder on me to do it here. But with the time we have left in the stream today, I don't want to start another adventure. I'd rather just push in this one. Daldinden, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Much appreciated. All right, Lediath, thanks for hanging out. Don't I want to grab a few discounted rivals? No, I don't. No, I don't. I want to treat this game like Seasons didn't exist and Events 1.0 didn't exist. This account is all about the Events 2.0 and the Collections age. So I'm not using any of those things that shouldn't, like the rivals shouldn't even still be showing up. Honestly. I feel like they made a mistake there. I'm wondering if the people that would change that even know they're still there. Just feels like they overlooked something. I feel like I'm missing a champion with Ceramorphosis. Yeah, Valdemar helped already. Minsk. Also, Imoen. It's not so much Ceramorphosis. You're talking about tadpoles. So, because you're talking about feats. So, Imoen is one that's missing from there. Minsk is one that's missing from there. Dynahair is missing from there. Those are the three I know off the top of my head. Oh, you had Narak. Okay. Yeah. Maybe one more. Yeah, Minsk and Dynahair are currently in the Thayan Enclave for corrupted gems. But, somewhere between 4 and 6 months from now it'll be available for gems. For regular gems. Yeah, and you'll pick up the Dark Urge tomorrow. But Imoen's also in slot 11. It is basically the support swap if you don't want Dark Urge DPS. If you want a Karlach DPS or someone else, right? I don't know why you would want anyone other than Karlach DPS. Then you would want Imoen. You might want Imoen for the tadpole, right? Getting Dark Urge before Gale? Yes. Dark Urge is tomorrow. Yeah. As we all know, Gale needs a hand getting into any game. So. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry. Inside joke, I guess. Inside joke, I guess. Yeah, for those that missed it, my Dark Urge playthrough, instead of the normal Dark Urge is what we're getting. It's a Dragonborn sorcerer, but you can actually customize the Dark Urge in Baldur's Gate 3. Unlike the other champions, you can make it whatever you want. I made mine a human monk named John Wick. And I chose it as the timeline where John Wick is just makes all the bad choices. It was a good time. Good time. I think I did a pretty good job. I think I don't know. I think the one downside with the monk playthrough is usually you're using a staff most of the time, and I think to be a little more true to form, I should have been just dual wielding single-handed crossbows, like the little drow crossbows, which is actually a very strong way to play a monk. But it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was worth the cost of admission. It was definitely John Wick's darkest timeline. Bought the gelatinous cube. Now I'm torn. That's funny. Usually people are dissolved by it. Should I go for the 10k gems familiar? I mean, not right away. Still very low on epics. That's not necessarily the problem. We need to open a bunch of gold chests. So Maxi Cubert, are you blue or better gear? Like, are all of your core and evergreens blue or better? Because at that point, you can make some longer. You can choose to slow down and maybe save for another familiar, but that's not necessarily the only factor. I'm just curious if you're there yet. All right, Niscus. Cores are blue and better. Okay. So at that point, you have a choice. You can pause and save up for the Pixie. 10k is a lot, though. So then what you have to ask yourself is, how long does it take you to earn 10,000 gems? If you can do it in a day or two, sure. If it's going to take 3 or more days for you to get to Pixie, maybe not. Maybe gold chests are better. You kind of have to figure that out. It is 20 gold chests. You're not going to be getting a huge boost, but you have to decide, like, how long do you want to put off getting better gear? Also, all of the consumables that you'd be getting from this, including bounty contracts, which are going to get you gear for these new champions tomorrow, right? Like how long, and potentially feats, right? From gold chest feats. Not a lot. You might have a chance to get one. They don't have a pay timer either. So, like, how long is it worth your wait? If it's definitely, if you want to wait like a week, if it's going to take a week, it's your call. If you got to wait longer than that, I wouldn't. Because the more power you're getting out of those chests and potions and everything, usually that translates into clearing areas faster and thus earning those gems back faster, right? Hard to say. It's kind of you have to look at how fast you're earning gems and determine that. It's okay. I don't have any of that. You can't even go watch my playthrough, so I think it's all of those VODs are slowly timing out on my channel. I did start uploading Have a Nice Death VODs up to YouTube, though. So people will be able to watch, all of our playthrough, all of the stuff we did on stream for that. And we did technically we beat the game and saw the credits. Did we fully do everything? The game's a mess. Did we beat the true final boss, like the hidden boss? No, we did not. Maybe at some point in the future we will do that on stream. But for now, we're playing Idle Champions. It hasn't been sent to the farm. It's just I haven't even uninstalled it yet. It's still on my Steam. I thought about playing it offline, but honestly, lately, when I'm not streaming, I have been focusing more on Raid. Feel like I'm on the cusp of really getting my Raid account into a good place where and improving my progress. So I'm trying to invest a little, just time into that. I've completed a bunch of stuff lately that's got me some good champions that are ready to be geared up, and it's like, do I have good gear yet? I don't know. I haven't even had the free time to take advantage of the gear removals recently. But like my clan boss team needs a little bit of help because it's not reliably one king every whatever the colors are. I can't remember. Whatever they call the colors. It's not one king all of the versions. But my Hydra team's getting better. Like my Hydra teams have been more consistent. I've been able to one key each tier of Hydra, like the first two tiers of Hydra. And normal Hydra, I'm absolutely destroying, and I wish I could do that to the higher ones. I completed all my faction wars. Like, I fully starred all of those out. Like, so I feel like I'm hitting a lot of nice milestones, and I just need to just put a little more time into it to really kind of unblock some of my progress. All right, Shivik, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I hope there's no more news until after the event starts too, and then I hope it's all good. I hope it's all good news for the rest of the week. Oh. All right. What's the next one? Just 280. Okay. Everybody's got a ways to go. I think hers is 210. 200. Okay. Little. Little off. Running gems, but not very quickly. One more chest. One more chest for Dritz. Drizzit? Oh, that's a blue for Nihilate. That does not help Drizzit, but helps Nihilate. I mean, it's hard to be mad at it. Hard to be mad at it. Was her ultimate attack damage, so, but still. It's still gear progression for our tank. It's hard to be mad at that. We're up to 575 favor. What's it cost for stuff? Oh, wow. EO6 for the first one. What was it over here? I don't remember. Oh, well. 100, though, for damage is not bad. This is what we want. This is so Tomb of Annihilation I refer to as kind of a snowball. Like, their blessings are kind of a snowball because they give you everything that you want. They give you more damage, they give you more gold, and they reduce the health of undead monsters, which, as I said before, are a lot of the monsters in Tomb of Annihilation. So this really helps your progress. So when you're choosing what you're going to pick over here, you want to click on Golden Riches first. You know, if it's going to let you buy stuff without the warning popping up, right? Then go to Empowered Attacks. And then the last of your attempts will be at Withering Away. So priority should be in gold, so you can get more gold, because more gold is more pushing power in an adventure, which turns into more favor, which turns into more blessing. So this is priority, this is second, this is third. Once you can get here, great. And then tier 2, you pick. Are you using a male DPS or a female DPS? You only got to level one of these up, whichever one you're going to use. And, you know, heads up, Ashara. At this point, you're going to need Ashara. There's a lot of hit-based and armored things in Tomb, so you're going to switch over. At some point, you need enough favor that Ashara can really take flight. And then you're going to want to build your DPS so that your formation, so that your DPS is on the edge of the formation and can attack faster, because you are going to want that for bosses to chew through there. Here, you're going to want that to chew through all their segments, right? Temporary Worship increases the amount of favor you're getting from events, which isn't going to help you right away. You don't need to buy it until you're about to convert an event. And then you could do a buy and refund. Buy, dump it all into Kellenberg, and then refund it. Well, it's kind of funny. Down here, more damage. This wants you to have your DPS in the back. You don't necessarily need to pick this up early. And this is epic gear, so you may not need to invest in this at all. Just this one. And then golden luck when you can, which gives you more gold chests as loot. Down here again, some good decisions. All champions base attack, even faster. You need it here. Top damage in the topmost column of each slot. That one you want. And you want to put your DPS at the top. Azaka is just damage of all champions. That's fine. Recruit Azaka. You're not really going to use her as a primary DPS. And then this one gives you 5x damage on Ashara if she is your DPS, which she may very well be unless you get a better DPS champion that has multi-hit, right? So all of this is just snowballing you into completing this pretty quickly. And then down here, damage of all champions again. You can skip this one because you're already using the top one, the top shelf. And then what? Barbarians, Druids, Rangers, and Fighters. What is she classed as? A wizard. So that one doesn't really matter either. It's not going to help Ashara. And then turn back time you want to pick up. And the thing is, I list all this off because by the time you get to like Dragon Bait, which is where you need all this, you should have, your target should be E21 favor so that you can have all of this unlocked. And with all of these blessings, you tend to fill up blessings and push deep here in this campaign pretty quickly because of that kind of snowball feeling of them giving you everything you need to go further. Mm-hmm. Didn't loot a single gold chest in 1 week. I didn't either. Well, I may have looted one, but I was waiting for a long time. I was sitting at 24 gold chests and couldn't loot one. It's a low chance early on, and then that blessing increases a little bit, not a lot. You don't really notice it until you start get some speed champions, start moving faster. It's a numbers game. It's all a numbers game. So it really starts picking up. Like I can tell on my main account because I'll have hundreds of gold chests compared to thousands of silvers. But if I didn't have that blessing, I would have a lot fewer. I have a lot fewer. So more noticeable when you're doing speed runs, gem farming, basically. But you just want to give yourself a chance. You want that extra bonus just to give yourself a chance because it's basically like, there's a chance that boss drops 450 gems. That's basically what it's saying. Compared to the normal 50 gems from a silver chest, right? That's effectively what it's giving you is gems. It's just you're getting it as a chest, right? Which is what you would spend the gems on. So any way you can, occasionally kick in and save yourself some gems, make your spending a little more efficient, that's great. I am getting a little more pushing power this week. Triple rally, triple natural performer. Don't hate it. I don't hate it. Up to almost to 1,000 favor, so it is a little bit of a time investment. Again, it may have been more efficient for me if I weren't playing this on stream. It would have been more efficient for me to just stop at that 50 on my first adventure, and then on my second adventure do a deep push. But we're streaming it. Night Dance Lover. Did I read through the Dark Urge blog? I did. Looks interesting. Multiple opportunities for him to have item support for multiplicatively stacking. Pre-stack item support for a multiplicatively stacking ability. It's most likely going to end up on Ceramorphosis. That's been the way it's been for every other Absolute Adversaries champ. But they have multiple multiplicatively stacking abilities, so they're coming in strong. They are coming in strong. Ooh, I'm only 13 followers away from 5,000. Nice. Then I'll probably change that goal to 10,000, and we will not see that goal for a very long time. For a very long time, but you know, gotta have goals, folks. You gotta have long-term goals. Currently moving through Waterdeep, it's a bit tedious without a core and enough familiars. I mean, that's, yeah. When you're used to the quality of life that familiars and cores provide, trying to do stuff without them it's always going to be tedious. It's going to feel that way. New follower goal 69. Well, I could do that, yeah. Or 7,500, that's a good midpoint, yeah. But it'd probably be 69. The more important long-term goal for me is just to consistently try to get like 200 subs a month. That's why that's the goal up there. Although that number is off. It doesn't let me adjust it. It doesn't accurately reflect the actual number of subscribers. We're at 114. For some reason it says 105. But it's been good just to get back up above 100 average. So I'm not complaining. All right, this will help us. Got the Mint's speed ability. That'll help us out a lot, right, folks? He's the first speed champion. I just unlocked his speed ability. We're going to start flying through this. Oh, look, there were two right there. As I roll my eyes and we get two. And there's two more. Wow, Minsk actually is helping. I don't even know. Minsk with Dynahairs, yeah. That would be great. I don't have Dynahair. How many days till split the party one? A lot. I don't know. I currently have 2 swaps. 2 out of 12. So I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be a while. So Dark Urge will get me 1 that's important. That's 11. Dadius, is Dadius in 4 or 5? I can't remember. He's in 5. Dang it. So I'm losing 1 there because I'm also going to pick up Briv. So I'm losing some potential there. So there's 2 slots that I'll be able to pick. And then and that's just with so there go 3 out of the 5 options. The other 2 options, I will try to aim for speed champions. Well, I will try to aim for champions in slots that I need a split the party in, but I also kind of want speed champions. I don't know. There's 2 or 3 champions coming that I don't know, who they're going to be. Like, we know who's in Festival of Fools. We talked about this earlier. That's the current event. So we'll have Strix. Strix will be an option. Rosie will be an option. Briv will be an option. I will be going with Briv for my free flex slot. Alindra is an option. Tatiana is an option. And Miri is an option. I don't need any of the rest of those early on for progression. I just need Briv. So I'm hoping the 2 or 3 extra champions that they're shoving into this event, at least one of those is a good speed option. Otherwise, I will pick what I think is going to help me, put in people into slots. I have a lot of potential options. I wouldn't pick Strix because I'll already be getting somebody in 11. So, there are some champions that just won't be an option. Miria could go into 12, but I'm going to get Azaka in 12. So yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't Tatiana be a good option? She is not a speed champion. I know she has the speed tag, but her speed doesn't work. Like, say, she isn't going to help me with like Briv gem farming. Also, I think she's in this slot, isn't she? Isn't she an 8? She's an 8 or 9, so I don't think that helps me either way. So yeah, she's in Hitch's seat. Okay, yeah. So not going to be helpful. Both for not going to be helpful as a speed champion on this account, and also not going to help get me to split the party faster. And split the party is on my mind. I do want to get there quickly. Oh no, and then we're in an ad break. Dang it! I should have killed this ad break. Oh well. I could have postponed it because we're going to end the stream here in a second too. We're going to end the stream here in a second too. Well, I will wait until we come back from the ad break to disappear. Disappear. The thing about Tatiana is she is a speed champion in the sense that she can help you speed up kill quests. Because she can bring in a group of enemies and let you, if you're killing them instantly, she helps you race through kill quests. But she is not a speed champion in the sense that she helps you speed through level, like areas. That's not her. It's not her purpose in life. Because her speed effect, Tatiana's speed effect doesn't kick in for 15 seconds. And a good speed team is done with an area in a couple seconds. So, she's not the greatest. All right. So I guess I'm not going to finish this on stream, but it is just, I finished this adventure. We finished the completion area. I'm just going to let it push for favor. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to get to 2,000 favor and I'm going to end it. And we'll call it that was our deep push. Even though we could have, I feel like we can go well over 100. We could probably get a lot more favor, but this will be fine. And then we will be back tomorrow with an event day. So, we need to be ready to do event stuff. When the event drops at noon, specifically speaking. So yeah. So then I will be streaming on this. I will show this account. I'm also going to have my main account up and my test account up. And we'll be working on guides tomorrow. But we will be moving away, as you should as a new player. You will be moving away from the campaign progress to get limited time event progress. And I'll show all of that tomorrow. There we go. 2094. All right. Well, complete. Let's get this in the books. There we go. 2100 Kellamore favor.